We're here with head women's basketball coach Peterson Abiad. And Coach, can you just give us your overall thoughts on today's victory over Kent State?
Well, we're just really glad to get out of here with this win. It was a really difficult game to kind of drudge through for us. I thought in the first half that we kind of got things rolling. We got a nice lead, 10-point lead, and I thought perhaps we could break it open. However, what I have said about this team and what I just need to accept is that this is going to be a grind, and that this team is not a team that's just going to open up a game. So we know that games are going to be close, and I need our players not to, I guess, freak out about that. I need them to accept that and kind of embrace it. And so we've been talking a lot about it. Secretly you hope that it's not one of those type of games, but in the end it really was. And with 4.5 minutes to go, we were in quite a hole. But what I love about this team is that they just keep looking for ways. I mean, they're saying, can we do this? Should we jam it under the ball screen? Should we do, they're just searching for answers as well. And it really is a collaboration, and I appreciate that, especially with our upperclassmen. So we were able to turn up the pressure, trap more, and kind of throw them out of their offensive sync. The mistake that we made early was that we let them get too comfortable, and then they exploited the mismatches they had inside, and we can't do that. We've got to, kind of mix things up a little bit. So we were able to do that, pulled out a press that we used a year ago and haven't even worked on yet this year, and had quite a bit of success with a few steals and finished some shots. Corey's 3 in the corner was huge, and once we got some momentum offensively going, I thought that there was a great leap in confidence, and you could just see that they were going to die trying to get this win, and really, really proud of their resiliency and how hard they play and the fact that they were able to pull this one off.
The senior trio of Amani Gordon, Corey Coleman, and Kirsten Green led your offense today, combining for 58 points. Can you talk about their performance a little more?
Well, those are they're our go-to kids. I mean, they have so much experience, and with all the injuries that we've had, we don't have a lot of, a lot of depth in the experience manner. We've got some kids that can play, but they just haven't had a lot of game experience, and so there's a difference between practice experience and game experience. And so in situations like this, we really rely very heavily on them, and they're to the point now in their career where they just accept that and really. I think they embrace the fact that they are going to have to carry us through some pretty tight spots. And although I don't think we shot the ball very well today, I think that we made some really big plays, and that's on the shoulders of those three, and they're really the ones who get those things done.
You were able to get 26 points off of 16 Kent State turnovers today. Can you talk about your defensive effort?
Well, I didn't think our defense was great from a half-court standpoint. They were able to work their offense the way they wanted to, and they had definitely prepared to pound the ball inside on us. And, we tried to stay with what we were doing probably a little bit too long defensively before we made some adjustments to it. I thought we would be able to score more and that wouldn't really be a significant factor in the game, but it didn't turn out that way. And so once it was probably... it was my call when we made the switch in defense, and I really, probably waited a little bit too long to do that. But it was really the last maybe 4 minutes of the game that we created the majority of those steals. It was a pretty low turnover game up until that point. So, and they were important steals, and we finished them pretty well or got to the free throw line.
You now have a week off from competition before returning to action on the 16th. What is the focus between now and the next game?
Finals. That's the focus. We have, we're going to take 2 solid days off, Monday, Tuesday off, while they, begin their finals, and then we've got just a shooting day. They'll be tired. They're going to be doing some late night studying. We've talked about just having that type of diligence that we have on the floor. In the classroom as well, and just trying to make sure that we're getting the studying done, not to feel like comfortable with the grades that we have now, but to really finish through finals. So that'll be the biggest focus. And then sort of refreshing our bodies because we've played a lot of minutes. We've got some kids who've played a lot of minutes. And so it'll be a nice break for them, a bit to rest and regroup. And then we've got a couple more games at home, which is really nice. So after finals, we don't have to get back on the road. We can just, stay right here and play. So looking forward to that.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.